Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest, The Lost Tales. And we are here with Ice and River, and I think we're actually going to go ahead and sleep to a different time of day because we've been playing at dusk for a while, so let's go ahead and we'll try and play at dawn. Now, the reason we picked these 2 times a day in particular is because we want to make sure cougars can still spawn, because we're actually really close to the 2,000 experience points we need to win this challenge. We're less than 500 away, but anything can change even such a short period of time here. And so even though we're more than 3/4 of the way there, which is where we should be, we don't know that that's going to stay that way, and so we need to be kind of careful. So it looks like we want to be... Oh, no, wait, I see... Wait, what's this? Oh, coyote, okay, we got to chase down the coyote. I was like, is that the territory marker? But no, it's not, it's coyote. So if we kill this coyote, we should get 25 experience points. There we go. And we should be able to just head back this way and hopefully find... Okay, that's Amber's that's River's center. I was thinking the color of it is amber. That looks like the territory marker, so I don't know why it's like that. But okay then, it did that with the elk herd at one point too. There seem to be like phantom scent trails spawning that don't actually give you any data and don't actually lead anywhere. I don't know why that's the case, but Lost River is a little weird sometimes, so I think I'm going to chalk it up to that. Oh great, it's the male. Well, we're still going to take him on. We're still going to try and dominate him here. We should be able to do it. We've done it several times before, and if we can do that, then we can just make sure we go get food right away so that we don't run into any problems if, say, a cougar spawns suddenly or something like that. As long as we're a little bit careful, then we should be fine. Okay, oh man, he is really doing damage, but... he should stop soon, I think. I hope. Maybe. Oh my goodness. I didn't see how much damage we had before, but I feel like we've had, like we didn't lose that much health the last few times. Okay, he's gonna run off. We need food right away. We couldn't deal with a cougar even if we did find one. We've got to go back this way. There's carcasses in town, I guess, are the closest ones. Great. Hopefully we don't have any problems from this, because this is a little disconcerting. I'm a little worried we're gonna run into some trouble here. If we do find a cougar, we gotta just be really cautious, because one hit from that cougar would probably take us down. So, let's head back this way. And make sure we get some food before we really set out to find any trouble here. Because we kind of do have to go looking for trouble if we want to be able to finish. And, oh, wait, there's a hare. Okay, I'm going to catch and eat the hare. Oh, we got it. Good. Alright, at least we can take it down with one bite. We've had wolves that couldn't before. And so that's a good thing at least. But... we do need more food than that if we want to be able to replenish our health completely. It's so fun, too, to be here in the town because, like, almost everything here, almost all the shop signs and everything are a reference to someone who worked on WolfQuest in some way. So, like, there's, if we go over here, we can see... no we can't. I don't remember where we can see the sign. But somewhere over here, if I can find it. Well, there's a sign somewhere in town. Oh, there it is. That says Dave's Bowl. So Dave's Bowling over there. And that's actually a reference to Dave, the creator, or the what is his title? He's like he's the head creator of WolfQuest, I guess you would say. I'm sorry, I don't actually know his formal title. He's like the lead developer. He's the guy who runs the show, basically. And so that's a reference to him. Or there's well, there's all kinds of things. The cinema, all these movie posters are basically references to WolfQuest memes or whatever, stuff that originated on the forums. Oh, there's our kitty friend again. And then almost all the shops along here, so if you see all of these here, these are references to the beta testers. So this is mine, actually, this one right here. This is the one I created while we, or I named and created that graphic for while Lost River was being creative. I think That's Lobo laughing, I think, has changed names. I think Zeribit changed names. Some of these people have changed their names too. Kivira, Koa. These all are people who worked on beta testing the game. There's Nimara, Samher, who is this? Andero. So all these different people here help beta test the game. So almost all of these ones that almost all the signs you see here, Nagel's Market, they're all references to people who either the developers or the beta testers or the people who worked on the game in some shape or form. So that's one really, really cool thing about Lost River is there are a lot of these Easter eggs here. If you go looking for them, you can find a lot of stuff here that was actually a tribute to the people who worked on the game, and so that's a very, very fun part of this. And then, oh yeah, have I ever actually shown this? If I can do it without getting stuck, you can actually run up here. I don't know if we've ever proper done this in a Let's Play. Oh, okay, apparently it doesn't want me up there. You can run up there and look around, but again, it's a little bit glitchy. The colliders in here are a little bit glitchy, so like, you hit invisible walls. Like, you would think you'd be able to go back there, and you can't. Now, I don't know, again, how they're planning on handling Lost River when they release WolfQuest 3. I assume they probably will put it in at some point in time. I don't know if it'll be right away or not. But, I hope that they have a bit of a better system to put it in, because I feel like a lot of the weirdness of Lost River is kind of could be chalked up to the way the game was created. It was designed to be like, it was designed for the forest and not for like the towns or whatever. This is very different compared to the usual scenery of WolfQuest, and I feel like that's a lot of why Lost River has so many weird little things that go on with it sometimes. Wait a second. Nope, that's not a coyote. I thought I heard a coyote for a moment there. But yeah, so I feel like that's why Lost River has all these strange little things that happen sometimes, is probably because the system was mostly created for the forest, and like there wasn't a lot of detail in the map. Not to say it's a bad map, but like most of the maps relied primarily on the basic terrain. If you follow the WolfQuest dev blogs and you see the one where they talk about the terrain, and the cliffs specifically, you could see that the cliffs are actually modeled separately than the terrain system that Unity, the what do you call it? Words escape me tonight. I don't know why that is. But the terrain system that Unity uses, Unity is basically it's the program that WolfQuest is created in. It's the game engine. That's the word I'm looking for. And Unity has a terrain system, and so like the stuff that we're running on right now, these hills, that's all part of Unity's terrain system. But the cliffs and such actually aren't. They're their own separate model, and I feel like those, it seems like Unity has had a hard time handling that outside of the official terrain system. But now that the team is actually building cliffs and more detailed meshes just in general, I'm hoping that will help out here in Lost River as well, that some of that will transfer over and help improve the system that was used here, that the same system that was used for the cliffs could be used to help the buildings and whatnot, because like you can't really use the Unity terrain system, oh great, you again, you can't really use the Unity terrain system to have, like, to make a building. It just doesn't work. You need something else to do the buildings, and so that's, I feel like, where the difference where the difference lies, and where the difference has been a problem here in Lost River. I feel like that's contributed to some of the glitchiness of it. And, why does this guy feel like he's getting harder? Like, seriously, I feel like I'm losing more health to him each time. Look at this! Am I losing my mind, or is this actually the case? What in the heck? Okay, finally you submit. Oh my goodness. Wow, why in the world? I feel like he's getting more difficult, because, like, didn't I only lose, like, half my health the first time? What are we at? We're at 18%. That's crazy. That's scary. I probably shouldn't fight him anymore, because if we run into a cougar or something, we're just not going to be able to do anything with it, because we're not going to have the health to survive a hit. But yeah, so I feel like that's one thing that contributes to some of the problems here in Lost River is just the system itself I don't think is very optimized for a map with actual buildings as opposed to a map that has primarily trees and natural landscape and maybe some cliffs. I feel like that's where a lot of the difference is. And, oh, that's just a leaf. I was like, what is that? But I feel like that's where a lot of the difference is. And where some of the problems are coming from. And so I'm hoping that's something that the new system will be able to just handle a little bit better and just to deal with in a more efficient way that will allow for more detail or whatnot. Now again, like I've said, I don't know how they're handling Lost River. I assume for right now they're probably focusing on just getting the basic game itself built, and that would be the one that's going to be in the Amethyst Mountain release. I imagine Lost River is probably going to be a secondary priority because, you know, it's not really one of the storyline maps. It's kind of just a for fun map. Oh, there's elk on the other side as well, apparently. But yeah, so I have a feeling that that's, I'm hoping at least that that's something that may end up benefiting Lost River and in the WolfQuest 3 version of the game, assuming the map is added at some point, which I really hope it would be. It would be a shame to see this map end up just kind of not getting ever used again. And I can't see them doing that unless something truly game-breaking happened where the map just did not work anymore. But yeah, I personally can't see them just abandoning this map, and I don't really think they're going to unless something big were to come up with that. But I don't know if I don't think we should expect it in the early access version of the game, and I don't even know if we should expect it to be added before Slough Creek. It might be added sometime after that. Oh, there's something here. It is a female coyote, and it looks like she headed this way. We should be able... Oh, she's headed for the carcass. That's where she's going. Alright, we can chase her down. She's gonna try and eat our food. She's just making a beeline for it. She's not very good at figuring out the path to get there. The AI seems to have a hard time navigating in the Lost River sometimes, I think. It just has a little bit of trouble here. But yeah, so that's something I'm hoping we will see at some point in the future is improvements that could benefit the game here. Now, granted, again, Lost River isn't a storyline map. It's kind of just a fun run around in it and have a good time map. And it's got a lot of these fun Easter eggs and whatnot. But with that said, it still would be nice to see this get some love in the WolfQuest 3 update as well at some point. Again, I don't think we can expect that right away. I don't think we should expect that right away. I don't think that would be wise. Okay, we still need 300 experience points. We don't have much time to do that. But yeah, I don't think we should expect it right away. I don't even think it would be good to expect it right away because we want the team to be able to focus on developing the game itself and getting the base and the story worked out, like the main missions worked out before they would add something extra like this. But I do hope at some point in the future we will see this kind of come back to be a little bit more of a reality, or not a reality. I mean, obviously it's a reality here, but I hope we'll get to see it be improved upon at some point in the future. Alright, territory markers. Right over here. Alright, here we go. I'm not messing with you. I'm gonna leave, which is probably just what you want. We're gonna run back and forth until we find the wolves we can defeat. And we're gonna deal with them. River, what did you do? Where are you going? I don't know where she went in that. She just kind of ran off and abandoned us, apparently. But yeah, so I do hope this is a map that we will see. Oh, there's a coyote again. I do hope this is a map we'll see get some improving upon at some point in the future. But I do feel that probably should stay a sort of secondary priority for the team and everyone. Just so that it doesn't become an issue where they're spending all their time working on that and not on the game itself. Now, with that said, what was that? I had a thought. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm getting to the point where I'm losing my concentration a little bit. I've been recording for a while. Like I mentioned, I'm trying to pre-record a lot of my WolfQuest series so that I don't have to worry about trying to beta test and record And at the point whenever that ends up happening, it's not happening at this point yet, and I'm sure it'll be announced when it does. But I also have a very busy week ahead of me, and so I really got to get this done, and I've kind of been recording for longer than I maybe should have at once. This is why I'm not finding it. I'm running the wrong direction relative to the wind. Now, chasing off these stranger wolves is not the most efficient way to do this. Oh, sorry. Again, getting a little bit on the tired side here. I'm probably gonna have to break off after this, and record the rest later, so I apologize if I'm less coherent than I usually am. But, what the... Oh, he's right there. He's just blending in really well. Alright, you're not my family. You are the one I like to see, my friend, because you are easy to dominate and gives lots of experience. But yeah, these guys aren't the most efficient way to earn experience. The most efficient way is probably killing cougars if you can find them. That seems to give a lot, and, I mean, if we could kill a cougar now, we'd actually be done already. We would have enough experience to continue on. So hopefully we can find one quickly. I'm gonna maybe devote more energy to looking for one of the cougars. We know they've spawned in this area before, and if we could just find a cougar, then that would make a lot of difference. But we might just have to keep going back and forth, and trying to see here. Oh, there is! Okay, I'm gonna run up to that carcass real fast first. And we'll see, so we'll see if something spawned in around here, but unless something did, and it doesn't look like that it did, so we're just gonna run back and see if we can find the stranger wolf then, because that seems like our most reliable bet, at least. Where are we at currently? We need, if we can chase off 5 more stranger wolves, then, and I might stretch that the time a little bit. I'm trying not to do that too much. But, as long as we're still actively in the area, we might be able to do it. We just gotta kind of hurry. And I'm not gonna push it super long in hopes of being able to finish. Alright, who is this? Female, okay, good. You are easy enough to chase off. Oh, we only had to bite her a couple of times last time. It's the dominant male that's an issue. Alright, hopefully she'll back down. Is she gonna back down? She did. So she's all bark and no bite, as they say. She's just gonna bluff her way through. And I mean, that's actually a valid tactic. If it prevents you from actually getting into a fight, if it saves you from getting hurt, then that, of course, is the purpose of the wild. Anything that will end up benefiting you and your survival, pretty much, in nature, and that means you can avoid getting hurt, it tends to be a good thing. And so if she can bluff her way out of a fight, good for her. That's going to help her survive in the long run. Or, I mean, if you can survive making it through the fight, which generally is a lot harder to do in real life in nature than it is in this game. But, I mean, if you can survive a fight, then you might as well go for it. It's just hard to guarantee you'll survive a fight. No, don't get stuck now. Come on. There we go. But yeah, there's just so many variables in a fight in real life for wolves that it just generally is not worth it unless there's some major thing that would give them a reason to fight. Oh, hello, you again! Yes! I am worried I'm gonna click that top option sometime and just run off in front of this guy. But yeah, so I mean, usually wolves will do anything they can to avoid a fight, unless there's something that's really worth fighting about, because otherwise they can get hurt without cause, and that could lead to death, even if they're not badly hurt. So that's not something they want to mess around with for no reason. How close are we? I think we have 3 left, if we can just keep doing this. It looks like River got stuck again. River tends to do that a lot. I don't think she's too familiar with the area. She maybe just arrived, kind of like we did. Maybe even a little more recently. She's still very much learning how to navigate this place. Alright, come on, it's gotta be up here, right? There's the territory markers again, but yeah, you can see the mate scent is a little bit more gold than the territory markers are yellow with maybe even a slight hint of green. Just a very slight hint. Okay, who is it? Oh man, it's you again. Alright. We're gonna try and dominate this guy. I'm a little worried because it feels like he's getting stronger every time, and I don't really like that, but, maybe there's a randomness factor to it that I wasn't aware of or something, that he maybe won't give up right away every time, but I did see that there's a carcass nearby, and so we should be able to go eat from that. Oh, come on. If we can take this guy down. Alright, come on. Please? Nope, he's gonna do it again. Is he gonna attack again? He's gonna give in. Oh, thank goodness. So I think there's a little bit of randomness to it, or maybe we just started with much lower health the last time and I wasn't paying enough attention. But we did manage to chase this guy off. So if we can chase off 2 more wolves, well, oh great. Okay, so let's look at our pack stats. If we can do that quickly, then I'll go ahead and let us do it. Technically, we are at 20 minutes right now. Okay, we don't have a carcass out here anymore. So, I'm gonna run into town. Wait a sec. No, that's you, okay. I was like, wait a minute, I hear paw steps, but it was River. But if we can find something to chase off quickly here, something to help us, then we might still stand a chance, but otherwise we might have to concede to defeat because we're technically now running a little bit overtime, and I don't want to just give us a whole bunch of extra time until we manage to pull it off. Hold on! Hold up a moment here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna chase this coyote off. And let's see, so we now should have 1950. Alright, I'm gonna give us one more chance here. I'm gonna go ahead, we'll eat from that carcass, we'll go get the chance to find one more stranger wolf. If we can't find a stranger wolf or we lose the fight, then that's it. So I think we still should be able to win this now. I'm not overly concerned at this point, but you never know. We've had trouble sometimes even finding the stranger wolves, and if that's the case, of course, then our challenge is gonna be over. Or if we can't win the fight, then our challenge is gonna be over. So, it looks like we've got a decent chance of being able to win, but I wouldn't count on it just yet. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Okay, we can go ahead and, did that carcass just die? I think that carcass just died. Okay, the elk herd is here, but we still have carcasses, and so we can't just really go hunting because we still have enough food that it's not an issue yet. Well, actually, I mean, technically, this probably would warrant being able to hunt. Well, I'm gonna go for the stranger wolf because that's a little less certain. I don't want to make this too much of an easy win, but technically that probably would be at the point— oh, the carcass is still there. Technically, this probably would be at the point where I would say it's valid that we could end up going hunting here. There's another carcass that spawned in right out there. Is this? No, that's elk. Okay, it's just really old elk scent. I was like, is that a coyote scent or what is that? We do have a carcass here, but I don't think it's going to last long enough to really help us. We're going to just head back out here one final time. I'm going to give us a few minutes to try and find this. But if we don't find the stranger wolf pretty much right away, and that means I do need to stay in scent view here so that we can find the trail when we run across it. Okay, okay, so we found the stranger wolf. All right, Van Winkle female. Looks like we were probably lucky, I say, as I just sprint right past her and don't even line myself up properly. All right, so unless she pulls something crazy, I think we're good. We're gonna try and chase her off. And if we succeed... yes! Okay! I'm not gonna click that top option. I don't want to mess this up in the final moments. How tragic would that be if I got so excited that I misclicked? But, if we stop now and look at our experience, our pack stats, we have hit 2,000. Oh my goodness, this has to be one of the closest challenges we have ever had because, oh my word, this is literally, we're just a slight bit overtime here. And, yeah, it's insane. I can't believe we actually won this. I was getting pretty worried there for a minute. But so yeah, so Ice has succeeded, and then we'll be jumping right back in with another story pretty soon here. And so I will see you guys then, but for now we're going to go ahead and end off this episode here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.